Hey there, Knolly Williams here, your success coach. And in this video, I want to answer one of the biggest questions that I get about eXp. And it's, Knolly, you're a broker. Why wouldn't you just start your own brokerage? Why are you operating through eXp? And I'm going to talk to you about that, having your own independent brokerage versus operating at eXp. So stay tuned. Okay, so it's one of the questions that I get. I got my real estate license in 2003 and I got my broker's license in 2008. So agents ask me, sometimes I get this question, Knolly, man, you're a broker. Why don't you just start your own brokerage? Why are you operating through eXp? I think it's a great question. And I want to answer the question by sharing a story with you. When I got my broker's license, I had every single intention of starting my own brokerage. It was going to be called Knolly Realty. Okay. And so I remember going through, taking the classes, and it was tough. I mean, you've got your real estate license, you know what I'm talking about. Here in Texas, to get your real estate license, it's 180 hours that you have to take. 180. Okay. Now, I was just talking to one of our fellow Knolly team members in Hawaii, and there to get the real estate license is 60 hours, not 180. But here's the funny thing: to get my broker's license required 900 hours. Let me say it again: 900 hours. Okay, so it's like getting your real estate license 5 times over. Okay, and I went through the arduous task of doing that. It took me 6 months of study, training, classes, and finally got my broker's license, and I was about to launch Knolly Realty. Okay, this is around December of 2008. I get a phone call, and it's Gary Keller's office with Keller Williams, and they said Gary would like to meet with you. And I was like, And they knew, okay, even though I wasn't at Keller Williams at the time, I was at RE/MAX. Okay, I was one of the top, at that time I was one of the top 10 RE/MAX agents in the state of Texas. I was one of the top 7 real estate agents in Austin, Texas, out of 9,800 agents based on my production. And so Gary Keller's office called me, and I said, okay, I'm going to agree to meet with Gary, but I'm not going to join Keller Williams. I'm just going to agree to meet with him. And so we met, we hit it off, we had a great meeting. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, it ended up being 2.5 hours. But he asked me a very poignant question at the end of our meeting. He said, Knolly, you can do whatever you want to do, but I've got a big question for you, and that is, how many agents do you want to have on your brokerage? I said, I want to have about 40 agents. He said, that's great. He said, well, what would happen to you? Just think about it. What would happen to you if you built up your brokerage to 40 agents? Took you a while to do it, but you finally did it, and half of them left. I said, man, if half of them left, that'd be pretty tough. He said, yeah, it'd be pretty tough, wouldn't it? I said, yeah, it'd be pretty hard. And then he said, what if the next day after those half left, they came back and got all of your administrative staff, okay, your assistants, your secretaries, your contracted close people, everybody. What would that do to you? I said, that would pretty much devastate us. He said, exactly. He said, that's exactly what happened to me when I originally started Keller Williams. He had 40 agents, half of them left. They came back and got all his admin staff. And so he realized, and he figured it out. He told me, it was a great secret that he gave me. He said, Knolly, you can do whatever you want to do, but if you're going to start your own brokerage, you need to have at least 150 agents. At least, if you want to make any money at it, you got to have at least 150 agents. And I got to tell you guys, I know a lot of brokers. Okay, you run them down, you name them, you have them call me. I'll do a Zoom call with them together, not confrontational or anything, but there is absolutely no way that they can share with me that running your own brokerage is better than the model that's offered at eXp. It just isn't, okay? One of the reasons why they call them brokers is because they're broker than everybody else. It's an industry joke, but we just know that that's the fact. So if you're going to start your own company, you need to have at least 150 agents to make a go of it. Okay, so when I thought of that, I said, man, it really doesn't make sense. And I had a nice run with Keller Williams, but then I came across the eXp model. And the eXp model is it's just like fireworks. It's just flat out amazing. So what I want to share with you are the two reasons why operating through eXp is far superior. I mean, absolutely far superior than having my own brokerage. You know, I might want to pat myself on the back. Hey, I'm Knolly Williams. I start my own brokerage. I could probably get 100 agents, 200, maybe 300 agents. But there's no way it could equal being on the eXp platform. And let me show you how. I'm gonna show you a couple of screens here that will show you why this is the case. So first of all, and this is actual revenue share numbers that I'm sharing with you. Okay, kind of like inside information. And this is Fred Weaver, his stats with 18 agents. Okay, so if you look at this, Fred has attracted 18 agents to the company. Okay, so he's got his own thing with 18 agents. Okay, so but look at this. If you follow it all the way over here, his group has grown to 372 agents. 372. Okay. So you mean to tell me that I can attract 18 agents, okay, and that can grow to 372? Yes, you can if you're at eXp. It's the way that it's the eXp system, and that has grown for him into $15,000 a month in residual revenue. Now, I got to tell you, I know brokers that, if I name the names for you, you know who they are. They're rock stars, they're celebrities, and you know, they're making $20,000 or $30,000 a year from their brokerage. Okay, with 20, 30 agents, they're not making money, guys. They're making $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, and this is the reason why so many independent brokerages are coming to eXp. They're folding in to eXp. And they're not really folding into eXp. They're joining in at eXp. So again, the number one reason why it's such a better system is the revenue share model. Okay, so let me show you one more, and this is Kevin Kaufman, my sponsor. He brought on 27 agents here at eXp, and those 27 agents has grown to 355 agents, which means that he's now generating $23,000 a month in residual income. Okay, if he never brings another agent on, guess what? His agent group is growing. Why is that? Well, it's because of the eXp platform. Over 1,500 agents a month are joining eXp as of this recording. Probably a lot more now when you're watching, but over 1,500 agents a month are joining. So they're going to join under someone. And so the way eXp works as an organization is it's a tiered organization. And when they join, you get paid from their production. Okay, so it doesn't cost them any money, for you to be compensated. So it's a great model. I'm going to show you real quick the revenue share chart. We're not going to go through this because I've got other videos where I explain this, but you already know, revenue share goes 7 levels, and it's off of revenue. Okay, when I was at Keller Williams, we got paid off of a profit. Okay, this is off revenue. You know the difference between revenue and profit. Profit is what you turn into IRS. Okay, after you've written off every single thing. If you buy a paper clip, you're going to write it off. Okay, and what you turn into IRS is what you're going to pay taxes on. That's what in the Keller Williams model, and I can talk about it because I was there for 10 years participating in that model. That's what they share is the amount they send to IRS. Okay, you can have an amount that starts off at 300,000 and it can end up to be 30,000 by the time we get done with it, all the expenses. But what eXp does is it's off the top. They get $1 in, they share from that dollar. It's revenue share, not profit share. Completely different ballgame. So the number one reason why I would not launch my own brokerage versus launching on the eXp platform is because of the revenue share. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing. There's no compensation model like it. And if I can be Knolly Realty and I can attract 100 agents to Knolly Realty as an independent brokerage, then why not just attract 100 agents to my brokerage or my team, my company here at eXp? Because that 100 agents, guess what, is going to grow into 3,000. and then you're making 50, 60, 70, 80,000 a month, or whatever the number ends up being. Okay, so the number one reason why it's far superior to operate through eXp versus having my own brokerage is revenue share. And the number two reason that it's far superior is because I do have my own brokerage. See, a lot of people just don't understand this, that eXp is a platform. Okay, now we might call ourselves eXp Realty and eXp, LLC and all that. But in reality, when you look at the core of eXp, eXp is a platform from which you can operate your business. Okay, so I already operate the Knolly, the Knolly team, Knolly Realty, whatever you want to name it. I already operate that. Okay, I already have my own brokerage. I just operate it on the eXp platform. Okay, just like I have a computer in front of me, it might be powered by AMD and it might be powered by Intel. It doesn't matter. Okay, the chip that operates the thing is eXp. Okay, but again, I already have my own brokerage through eXp. And that's the reason why so many independents, so many people that are independent thinkers, entrepreneurs, they find a home right here at eXp. Because we are not going to brand you. It's not like you're not joining a franchise. So many people just don't understand this. You're not joining a franchise. You're joining a platform, okay? It's just like, I've got a store at Amazon where I have books and things that I sell. Yeah, I'm doing it on the Amazon platform, but it's still my stuff. Okay, I've written 5 books and they're available. So I already have my own brokerage at eXp. I just run it on the eXp platform. There's nothing else that could even come close to compare to it. And I've made many videos like this. I put them out on Facebook, and I've semi-challenged anyone that feels like they have a better model. Let's talk about it. Let's go on a YouTube Live or a Facebook Live or whatever it is, and let's chat it up. Let's see how your model stacks up to this one. Look, I don't consider myself the smartest guy in the world, but I read 1 or 2 books a week. Okay, I made my first $1 million when I was 29 years old. Okay, I'm 49 today. Made many millions of dollars since then, and I've never seen a better platform than this to run a real estate empire. Our organization is growing to the organization that we're creating. Our group, or our realty company, if you will, is going to be growing to over 15,000, maybe even 30,000 agents across the world. Okay, eXp is already in every city, and soon to be every major country. So anyway, that's the reason number 1 why it's better to operate personally that I found than to operate my own brokerage as the Knolly Realty or whatever. Is number 1 is that the revenue share. Okay, it's just a superior model. It just is. And number 2, I already have my own brokerage. I already have my own real estate company. I just happen to run it through eXp. And you can too if you're not here already. Hey, it's been fun talking to you and chatting it up. I love talking about eXp anytime I can. It's where I've made a home, and where, I invite you to make a home. If you're happy where you are, hey, more power to you. I wish you success. You guys already know I teach real estate agents. I don't care what your brand is. You can come into my class, you can wear your name tag with pride. It doesn't bother me. But I always like to share my views, what I've found. I've been at the company for just my first year, and it's the best game that I've seen. Okay, so that's it. I love you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it with those you love, and share it with other real estate agents. Be happy to share it. So that's my 2 cents on it. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless you.